Wedding day. You are sitting in front of the mirror, and the makeup artist and the hairstylist is doing their job, and you are sitting silently, and there is no happiness visible on your face, and you are lost in your thoughts. Ma'am, our work done. Once see yourself in the mirror. If you want any changes, we will do. They said, and you snapped out from your thoughts, and you saw your beautiful face, and now they added extra beauty to it, and you are looking more beautiful. You are looking silently and not saying anything, and they were confused to see your reaction. Ma'am, did we make any mistake? What happened, ma'am? Why you are not saying anything? They are looking at you with scared eyes, and suddenly you started to cry, and the makeup artist and the hairstylist started to panic. We are sorry, ma'am, if we made any mistake. Tell us, we will rectify it. Please, ma'am, don't cry. You didn't stop but started to cry loudly. Then suddenly the door opened and Jungkook came inside. Why and what happened? Why are you crying? Then you hugged him and started to cry on his shoulder. Did you people say anything to my sister? What happened to her? He said in his cold, deep, scary voice, and the two innocent people got scared and said, we didn't do anything, sir. We just said to look in the mirror after completing our makeup. But Madam suddenly started to cry, sir. We didn't do anything. Okay, you both go out for some time, he said, and they nodded their heads and went out of the room. And Jungkook started to kiss your hair. Princess, now tell me what happened. Uppa, my heart is paining. I want to move on from him, but my heart is still beating for him only, Uppa. I still loved him a lot. Jungkook stopped kissing your hair and make you to look at him. Princess, don't worry. Get ready and come on stage. I promise you that by the end of the day you will be happy. Then you looked at him in confusion because you didn't understand why he was saying like that. You are walking through the aisle while wrapping your hand around your dad's hand tightly and while looking down. I'm walking on the aisle to marry Jimin, but my heart is not ready to accept this. I still love him. I want to be his, but he is a jerk. He's not accepting me and his feelings. You both reached the stage and your dad gave your hand to the groom's hand and your dad backed off from there and sat on the front seat. I'm standing in front of my groom, but I'm not feeling any type of heartfelt or butterflies, but I'm feeling like crying. I want to cry. I want to run away from here and go to Taehyung. I want him. After I run away from the wedding, also if he's not ready to accept me, then I'm ready to beat him and force him to marry me. And I'm not going to spare him this time. You were in your thoughts to run away from here. But then priest said, everyone please take your seats. The wedding ceremony is going to start now. Oh my god, he's starting. What should I do now? I should tell him and apologize to Jimmy? I will say, I don't want to marry you, Jimmy. And you were about to speak, but the priest said, Mr. Kim Taehyung, do you take Miss Jung An as your lawful wedded wife to have and to hold from this day forward to better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love you and cherish you until death do your part? Yes, I do. When the priest took the Taehyung name but not Jimin's name, you got shocked and you looked at the man beside you to clarify you have listened correctly or not. When you turned your head, you saw the most handsome man, Kim Taehyung. And by seeing him beside you, standing in the place of groom, tears started to form in your eyes and you started to cry hard. You started to cry hard and hug him tightly while crying on his shoulder, and you didn't care for anyone sitting in front of you. And while crying, you started to beat him on his well built chest with your small hands. I'm sorry, my love. Please forgive me. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. What are you doing here, huh? After breaking my heart and leaving me alone in darkness to cry alone? You not said anything when you saw me with another man. What are you doing here, huh? You stupid, you jerk, you. Taeyong held your both hands and made you to stop beating him and said, I'm sorry, Vaan. Please forgive me. I deserve your beatings to take this much time to express my real feelings for you. I'm ready to take any type of punishment. I'm sorry, Vaan. Please forgive me. Then you looked at him and said, what are you doing here? And how? And where is Jimin? Then your dad and Taehyung's dad and Jungkook came to the stage and stood in front of you and you looked at them confused. Ban, did you think your father doesn't know about your heart and to whom you want to marry and to whom you love the most in this world? He said, and you widened your eyes in shock. I know my daughter's heart beat for Taeyong only. After listening his words, you were shocked and surprised. What are you saying, Dad? How do you know? I know everything, and in fact, I did everything, Princess, he said while smiling, and you frowned your eyebrows in confusion. I didn't understand that. Okay, I will tell you everything. Since your childhood, me and Mr. Kim want you and Taeyong to marry, but we didn't said anything. Then Taeyong became successful CEO and you are studying, so we didn't say anything and kept our wish quiet. But we observed the small rise of feelings in between both of you, and we were happy that at last you will be together. But when Jungkook said that what happened in between you both recently, we all got angry on Taeyong to do like that with you. But we understood that he is suppressing his feelings for this society and our friendship. And we made a plan to make this stubborn successful CEO to realize his feelings by saying that we fix your marriage with someone else. And our plan worked and he came to us to ask your hand. Saying you are here? Yes, Mr. Jung. Dad, what are you doing here? I came here to see the wedding cards, Taeyong. By seeing the card in his dad's hand, His heart clenched and again tears formed in his eyes. Mr. Jung, I want to say something. Then Mr. Jung and Mr. Kim looked at each other while smiling a little like smirking. What you want to say, Taehyung? Mr. Jung, my words may disappoint you, but I want to confess everything today. I don't want to hide anything anymore. Then he said everything happened in between you both to his dad and Mr. Jung. I love her and I love her more than anything. I love her very much. From this many years. What you love, Van? But she is going to marry. I won't let that happen, Dad. I love her very much. My heart beats only for her. Please, I beg you both. Please let me marry her. I can't see her with any other man. Please, Dad. Please, Mr. John. He said by crying much and his hands are folded together as he is pleading them. So finally, you are ready to accept your feelings? Mr. Jung said in cold voice. Yes, I promise you that I will take care of Van like queen, the queen of my heart. Please, Mr. Jung, stop this marriage. He said while crying very much and then again door opened and Jungkook and Jimin came inside. And Taehyung turned towards Jimin and said, Jimin, you can't marry Van. I love her very much. And she also loves me. Please, Jimin. What are you talking? Why I will marry Van? What? Why are you saying like that? We did shopping, ordered cake, and ordered place for wedding and buyed her dress also. And now this wedding card also came. Then why are you saying like this, Jimin? Then all started to laugh and Taeyong got confused. Why you all are laughing? My dear son, take this card and open it. He said and Taeyong took the card into his hands and opened it and got shocked. What? Mr. Kim Taeyong weds Miss Jong Wan? Yes, you read correctly. You are the groom who is going to marry Van, not Jimin. We all know everything earlier, only son. Jungkook said us everything and made a plan to make you jealous by Jimin and made you to confess your feelings. Then Taeyong hugged Jungkook and said, Really, thank you so much, Jungkook, for helping us to be together. I'm sorry for making Van cry and hurting her, he said while crying. Hyung, don't say to me, sorry. You should ask why I'm sorry, not to me. Yes, you are right. I will go to her. He said and about to go, but Mr. Jung and Mr. Kim stopped him and said, Son, not now. Let's give Van surprise on wedding day. Then Taeyong felt very happy after knowing he is the only one who is going to marry you. Like this, Taeyong asked me your hand, Van. He said while looking at his daughter, and you turned towards Taeyong and hugged him tightly by pulling him very close to you. Van, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you very much, Van. I too love you, Taeyong, you said while crying. Then Chung suddenly went on his one knee and holded your hand into his hand and said, and I have never said this before, but I'm saying this today in front of everyone present here. I deeply love you and I want you forever in my life. You are the reason behind my laughter and smile. You are my world and I want you to be present beside me all my life, from this day until the rest of my life. Will you marry me, Van? You started to cry in happiness while seeing the man who you love very much is asking you to marry him. Then you nodded your head and said, yes, yes, I will marry you.